G'day everyone, we're back in a much more normal Elysium and we are heading underground. But we still have enemies on the surface who will force us to touch grass. We are fat, lazy, vitamin D deficient freaks, and we are playing as the pale ones. These subterranean idiots are typically few in number but very big in size, and with the access to a range of summons, we should be able to build a fairly good army. Now we start off in the pit here next to some angry rocks, and we're going to calm them down by crushing them once they decide to show up. We then pick up some of these shiny rocks and check out the neighbors. Okay, they look kind of strong, so we're just going to ignore them and head up to the surface. And we chase someone off. We keep moving and find a market village. It does need some pest control, but we get it dealt with easily. Next we find a mine, and this one has a dwarf infestation. We gotta crush them like the bugs. We now see a new batch of freaks. These blueberry kobolds are hanging around, and we will both be searching for gems, so it's best to rip them apart early and keep the jewels for ourselves. In fact, it's so worth it, I think I'm gonna start buying some. Now we need to keep conquering small settlements, but we'll be in the middle of a big issue. A baron's army has appeared, and while it's small, it's still worrying. We kill them, but we seem to be in between multiple enemies and now need to keep an eye on them, while also dealing with these regular enemies to keep our economy healthy. We look underground to our Earth Reader and perform a deep summoning. It gives us a bug. Slow, kinda tanky bug, and we are desperate, so we'll move them into the main army and head back to the surface. We take back our villages from the invading baron, but more soldiers and kobolds appear. We intercept their cavalry, who are much stronger than I thought, and we lose a few units due to their armor protecting them from our ranged attacks. Still, we're going to need to keep control of our small area, but the bloody kobolds are trying to take our gems, which, given we have 3 different kinds, we may as well save up and use for a ritual. We move in, take back our mine, and face up against the little lizards. As expected, they're quite weak and we tear through them with ease. They never had a chance. We move out and take out some kobold villages, but find another small baron army, and that doesn't bode well for us. We kill them without much issue, but now a Bakemono army appears from the fog and takes a town. So we've got a new foe to deal with. Oh great, and now the kobolds are back. Fuck, that's a lot of them. We got a lot to deal with, and it's best to move backwards to our base for more protection as we've been prepping some new recruits, and damn we're gonna need them because look at these bastards. We unify our forces and Eiffel Tower the Bakemono army with our massive units, who are able to crush them into the dirt. Next up we clear out the kobolds. Even though our armies are wounded, we're able to kill them, but the bugs we have do become lizard food, meaning that we've lost some big power on our front line. Still, there's more work to do. Sieging down the Baron's levies was an easy process with our hurlers just chucking stones and killing most of them before the battle proper even began. And another Baron army is in our territory. It needs to be removed, and despite having an alchemist to give assistance, they still can't handle the absolute size of these lads. Still, they're almost like cockroaches. Every one we kill, another 2 appear. But hey, they do eventually begin to flee, allowing our Earth Reader to return safely to the underground as we finish cleaning up. I'm so glad we're almost done. God damn it. You know what? I'm gonna close my eyes, and when I open them, you better all be gone. What the hell? It's been 3 turns. Where did you come from? Okay, you're kinda weak, you're kinda strong, but you've also decided to kill kobolds instead, which is a very valid life choice. But I'm gonna have to run straight through them and everyone else coming through our territory. Still, it does take a toll, so we prep some more reinforcements and stack them up. Now we see an old troll. They do have a severe weakness to being set on fire, so we're gonna exploit that. We summon some sentient flames for good measure, and we're ready to firebomb an old lady. But in our prep, we got a new kobold infestation. Well, I guess this will give us a good test. And while we do lose more units than I had hoped, we still burn through their army in a monumental victory because it looks like that was their last batch. Neat. And it looks like we're not the only fire starters, as the Baron had hired a pyromancer. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to end this incursion early on, and oh god, it burns so bad. It burnt so bad we've become temporarily insane. Oh, that sucks. Still, we eventually go troll hunting, fight off their zombie pets, and the hunt is hard. We've seen nothing. We've gone nowhere. We're just in the dark completely here. We do find some gems, which is nice, but the expedition doesn't find much else. And while the peace did allow us to build a new army, it looks like the Troll King was killed by somebody else. We do find some more kobolds, but these ones are independent, and I just want their gems. So I'm gonna break in, take them, and they can't really do much to stop us. Now, looking back closer to home, we do still have these guys, and I think we might be able to take them. We'll add our new reinforcements and prepare for a siege. We have so many hurlers that we effectively have a portable rock slide, but once their magic starts, it gets scary. They fart on the map, set us on fire, and we absolutely destroy their walls, but we struggle to break through, and it's not looking good. Our army could probably have taken anything on the surface, but down here we just fall apart. Now this is a devastating loss. We are going to need to do something drastic. Here's a magic worm, and his little word army. And they are immediately found and killed by the Baron. Well, we can try the zombies, I'm sure they'll be fine. We show up, and we're able to scare them off, but we do need to hunt them down. Our new army does pretty well, all things considered. We pelt them with rocks and drain their life force. But at this point, we'll need to expand. We take over some mines and discover the Baron's castle, and that's a lot of bastards. Our last siege didn't do too well, so let's just take a step back and get some more reinforcements, and we'll fight off their roaming army instead. Oh wait, that was their last general. Cool, and we even got their sleepy stick. Now we just get to walk into an empty castle, and I believe we only have one enemy left, the Guildmaster. We travel to the northeast corner of the map and find him hiding in Cloudwall. He's well defended with ballistas and catapults firing on us as we hurl boulders at his walls, and our caravan guards are able to burrow into their backlines while our worm wizards work their magic. And due to the frozen lake, we're able to just walk around the walls. We take their towers and soon they fall all beneath us. Now we'll just need to track down the rest. So, to cover more ground we'll need more armies, and we even summon ourselves a purple worm. We finally find where they're hiding, a small siege takes place, and we crush them without... Oh wait, there's more. Okay, again, another small siege. We pummel them with rocks before our giant worm tunnels beneath them and devours their army. They're crushed beneath our heel, and damn it, there's still more. Okay, here's their army in the plains. They're vastly outmatched, they're quickly killed, and they still have more. Oh great, they had a small city hidden under the fog of the larger city. That's fine though. It's a big, spectacular siege. We take some losses, but eventually we kill everyone there because they just can't compete, and god damn it, they're still alive. In fact, one of their armies even jump out and attack our scouting force. And they actually won, what the hell? At least now we know that they're in the north. We can set up our armies that way. We're closing in on them, but they'll attack us before we are able to stack together, killing a set of our ranged units, unfortunately. Still, they can't stop us from attacking with our main force, and we crush them with ease. Now, they're reduced to their final settlement. We walk in, march on their walls, and a hail of stones crush their garrison before our tunneling beasts take a part of what's left. Our massive army has claimed Elysium for the Pale Ones. We have not only touched grass, but we have conquered it.